Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and today we're gonna focus on Ripple and XRP with a little hint of Cardano ADA and also possibly a little bit about crashes. So the first article of today is called Ripple, Jed McCaleb's deal with Ripple could knock down XRP prices. You guys know I've been in this community for quite a while, and I know as one of the best that news can definitely do something for the prices, but big holders, big whales can do a lot more. And in this case, Jed McCaleb, one of the original founders of Ripple and XRP, has a lot of coins. Jed McCaleb, the former co-founder of Ripple and the CTO of Stellar Network, now has a leeway to increase his annual XRP liquidation to $750 million a year to $1 billion in 2020 and $2 billion by 2021 in a deal that has now been made public. Now, in their fifth year, the original deal permits the founder TechWiz to liquidate more of his XRP holdings, but at a slower pace since his threat to liquidate all of his XRP holdings back in 2014. And if you didn't know, 5.3 billion XRP is under Jed's control. McCaleb, who's also the founder of the defunct Mt. Gox crypto exchange, is allocated a daily quota of XRP, a limit in which he is allowed to sell on the open market, and Jed controlled 7.3 billion of XRP, an amount gifted to him for his financial innovation, following his decision to split away from Ripple back in 2014. 5.3 billion XRP are still under the custody of Ripple, and the company is tasked with assigning him a daily limit for his liquidation. He donated 2 billion XRP to a charity, DAF. Now, the sell-off is hastening a little bit, and we saw a little bit more about this a couple of months ago when the issues were kind of popping up here and there. But right now, I've been really seeing, quite a big increase in concerns again from the people. Ever since one of the guys, I don't know what his name is anymore, started to, what's his name again? Crypto BitLord, I believe, right? That he tried to fork XRP, or at least he tried to bring up the ideas of forking XRP. Ever since those threads came around, I've really been seeing a lot more people worry about sell-offs, worrying about selling coins, worrying about dumping. And also, after the little movement of the last couple of days here, where a lot of the quick money XRP guys are taken off, or are switching to VeChain, or are kind of negative, that these issues are a little bit worse than before. Now let's quickly go over the deal, and then let's skip out on this article for right now. In the deal that prevented the collapse of XRP prices, McCaleb would sell all his asset holdings over a 7-year period, helping stabilize prices. Earlier, the terms of the deal allowed the founder to sell $20,000 worth of XRP per week through to the 4th year, but that was all changed later in the year. And in the revised deal, Jed was allowed to sell 0.75% of XRP's daily volume in any other trading day. And Ripple has, I think, 0.1% or 1% of all XRP daily trading volume every single day. I think he has it any other day, but yeah. However, it was observed that there was a sell-off spike from 40,000 to 750,000 XRP, though when contacted, he maintained that he was within his limits and not selling more Ripple he had stipulated. This marked sell-off was noticed, and it affected the value transferred over the XBL ledger in August of 2019. Point is, doesn't matter too much. The thing, what they're trying to do with articles like this, I believe, is trying to make us a little bit more negative than we already are. If you haven't noticed in the community here, there's a lot of people who have just kind of lost faith or are in a little bit of a moi space. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but articles like this are just pure FUD. And I don't know if Dalmas here is actually an XP hater. You can sometimes see it at the bottom here, or exactly what his purpose is, but he hasn't stated anything really new. He's just kind of pushed the I don't know, he's maybe trying to push the price down or something. Maybe he's trying to get some more XRP. No, I don't necessarily know what's going on. The reason for that is I haven't really seen this announcement anywhere else, but if it is true, then I guess thank you for publishing it. If it's not true, if he's not going to be selling 1 billion XRP in 2020 and 2 billion in 2021, then this is the biggest FUD I've seen in a little while, because these are big threats to quite a lot of people. But again, I'm just telling you guys that this might be going on. That was actually it. There's not necessarily a big risk for the price right now. There's not necessarily anything you got to watch out for. The prices are not doing too good anyway. At Dylan07777 on Twitter says, anyone else holding XRP and behaving normally? I think this is just a little bit of a reply to all the people that are acting ridiculous or crazy right now amidst all the FUD and the craziness. I don't know how to explain it. And I think Dylan here is trying to show us that You don't need to do that. You can just hold the coin, not worry too much about it, and just sit on tightly without any hassles, and I definitely think that's an attitude to admire and to aspire for, to just be like him, to just sit down quietly and hope for the best. Maybe check out news whenever you can, maybe, increase or decrease your holdings, but not to just act so radically, like by saying, we're going to sell all our XRP or we're going to buy everything we can. Just act in the middle, just simple. Crypto Airy says on Twitter, Coin1, who signed today a collaborative partnership with BitTrue Official, is a Ripple partner. One of Korea's largest exchanges, or digital asset exchanges, it was the first exchange in the country to leverage the power of RippleNet through its Coin1 transfer. I should point out that was all thanks to SBI Ripple Asia for the RippleNet use on their app. This is fake, by the way. So yeah, this is again amazing. A couple of cool, amazing announcements. And a lot of people are wondering, okay, Dusty, but why not price? And it's still a question I cannot answer. I really do not know. There's so many different reasons why the price could not be increasing, even though there's so much good news. Could be that the general FUD is keeping the prices down. Could be that the whales want the price to stay down. Could be that the big boys, like to, with their undercover operations, manipulate it so, the price just goes up a little bit again, and then they push it down, and we all buy a little bit again and push it down. It could be that everybody's scared of the price. There's so many different things that could be going on. There's not necessarily one big thing that's pushing it. It could also be just because Bitcoin is not doing insane. There's so many different reasons. Alex Cobb on Twitter says, CIS confirms more than 100 banks have signed up with Ripple's XCurrent, which is XRP enabled. I don't exactly know completely what he's trying to say there, because XCurrent is XRP enabled. Don't completely understand exactly how that would work, because I don't completely understand it. Maybe we should have read the article then to get the full picture. But yeah, again, it's pretty amazing to see. India is doing a lot for Ripple right now. That's a lot of work. And India is one of the countries that was really having a quite anti-tolerant or atolerant, whatever, stance towards crypto before. Right now we're seeing that they are changing their perspective a little bit, which is definitely quite good for us all to see. Deep San, Stephen Bull from the Deep on Twitter says, hey guys, not sure if you notice. In the crypto space, most people who are in XRP are mature, smart, and well educated. The day in, day out do in-depth research and share their valuable wisdom to the XP community. Gotta press the like button for that one. I've just noticed that there's a ton of people in this community who are so knowledgeable that I'm just bamboozled. Within a lot of other communities, I don't really see that. With Digibyte, I've seen a lot of technicals. With VeChain, I've seen a really big amount of technicals, but the most I've ever seen is with Cardano. But I think XRP and Cardano come on par, because with XRP, there's so many questions that I've asked and that I've seen that are getting answered. And with Cardano, the community is just a little bit smaller, I would say. But within the Cardano community, I think the wisdom is a little bit higher. But with XRP, the community is better and bigger. So if you have a question, you have a 10 times as likelihood of the question getting answered, and also that people will feel your same way and have the question as well. You would just help everybody out. Han Sol on Twitter says, we are very close, XRP. Ripple and Santander Bank expand the reach of their alliance. So again, they're continuing on through the cross-border payments all the way through España. Banco de Santander has announced its intention to expand the use of Ripple for cross-border payments. Ripple and its plans to boost its valuation on the market. Pretty obvious, pretty nice. They're just ramping it all through. In the middle of the year, Santander confirmed that it made almost half of its transitions with OnePayFX. However, Santander has been reluctant to use other Ripple solutions such as ODL. The difference between the two solutions is that ODL uses XRP, but they're not using it yet. As we saw with Brad Garlinghouse, he said, at one point in the future, they're trying to convince all, or actually from now on already, they're trying to convince all the people to switch over from XCurrent to ODL, or at least to kind of use both most likely. I think it's already in place. I think it will all continue on. I have one article here where it says, traders turn bullish on altcoins as Bitcoin sell-off continues. Not really been seeing it too much. I don't exactly know where this came from. Just kind of wondering if you guys know. Maybe it was earlier today and I missed it. And for Cardano, I've seen everybody quote this. Cardano is 2020 will be a beast, says Charles Hoskinson, and a lot of articles like that. What do you think about Cardano? Should I report on them more often, or should I skip out on them and you're just an XRP and VeChain fan? Or which coins are you holding? VeChain, XRP? Which one is your main coin? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Just wanted to keep this a little very short video, just so I keep you guys updated. But later today, there will be more, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care.